Dear student, welcome to my channel Fundamental Physics. Today in this video, we are going to learn about capacitor principle and the capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor. So one by one, we will understand the things. First of all, we will discuss the capacitor principle. As we know, capacitor is a device which is used to store the electric charge, and we can also store the energy in the capacitor. So here, to understand the concept of a principle of capacitor, let us consider a metal plate A. We have a metal plate A here. Let some positive charge is given to this metal plates. We gave some positive charge to this metal plate. Now, this is a positive charge given to the metal plate. We have to give the positive charge to this metal plate till its potential becomes maximum. So we have to fill this plate with positive charge so that its potential becomes maximum. Further charge we cannot give to it because the further charge will leak out from the metallic plate. So now it has the maximum potential now. Let us consider another metal plate B. Now we have another metal plate B. We have brought this metal plate near to the metal plate A. So now we will see what will happen when metal plate B is near to A. This is uncharged metal plate. There is no charge on the metal plate, and this one is a positive charge plate. Now what will happen when uncharged plate is placed near to the metal plate A? As we know, the process of induction. Due to this positive charge, the negative charge of a neutral plate, as we know, in an uncharged or a neutral plate there are negative and positive charge. Both things are there. So from this neutral metal plate, the negative charge will start move toward this side because it feel attraction because of this positive charge, and here the positive charge will develop. So this is the process of induction. Due to the attraction of the positive charge, here negative charge will generate and this side positive charge will generate. Now in the next case, these are the charges, one side negative charge and other side positive charge. Now which charge will affect more the plate A potential? As you can see here, this negative charge is very near to this plate, and the distance between this positive plate and this positive charge is this one. So the thing is, the negative charge has less distance from the plate A, and this positive charge has more distance from this metal plate A. So which charge will affect more the plate A, negative or positive? So as you can see, this negative charge is very near to this plate A, so it will be more effective. So negative charge will be more effective. This negative charge will dominate more. So this negative charge try to reduce the potential. This negative charge reduce potential of plate A. Reduce potential of plate A, and similarly this positive charge try to this negative charge reduce the potential of plate A, and this positive charge it support this positive charge. So positive charge try to increase the potential of plate A. So now the question is, which is more dominating? Because negative charge is very near to the plate A, so that's why negative charge is more dominate. So it means overall the potential of plate A decreases due to negative charge induced on the plate B. So it means if potential is decreased, so we can give more potential to plate A. Because of this positive B plate, negative charge is developed. So due to this negative charge, overall potential get reduced of the plate A. So now plate A has now capacity to fill more charge to take maximum potential. So now in this way By bringing another uncharged metal body near to body A, we can decrease the potential of plate A and we can increase the capacity of plate A. As you know this relation, C is equal to Q by V. By bringing this plate B near to A, we reduce the potential and overall capacity of A get increased. So in this way, if we bring a uncharged body near to body A, its capacity can increase. Now in the next step, we can do one thing. There is a positive charge developed on the body B due to induction, so we can connect this positive charge to the earth through the wire. So this positive charge will flow to the earth. So now you have a plate having only negative charge. Now B plate will have only negative charge and this plate positive as well as negative charge. So finally, if we want to increase the capacity of plate A, we will bring a uncharged plate near to A plate, that is B. So this B plate induces negative and positive charge. Due to this negative charge, this overall potential will get decrease. If potential decrease, according to this relation, capacity will increase and we can store more charge on plate A. So this is the working principle of the capacitor. So finally, we can conclude that the capacitance of an conductor is increased by bringing near it an uncharged conductor connected to earth. This is the principle of the capacitor. Now, next we will discuss parallel plate capacitor. So same diagram we are taking from the previous topic. In this case, you can see here we have a positive charge plate, that is your A plate, same, and this is your surface charge density. In the first chapter we discussed what is surface charge density. Surface charge density is the ratio of charge per unit area, surface area. So positive Q charge is now on the plate A and we have bring a uncharged plate B near to it and it get polarized, it get inductions. Because of induction, induced charges are induced on it. One is negative this side and this side positive charge get induced on the plate and we connected this positive charge through a wire. So this whole positive charge will get to the earth. So now your B plate is negatively charged. So in this topic, we will derive the formula for capacitance of parallel plate capacitor. How much charge it can store. What is the capacity of the parallel plate capacitor? We will derive the formula for the capacitance of a capacitor. And you can see this is the area of plate. To derive this formula, we need two plates having the same area. This is the condition. The two plate must have same area. First condition is both plates should have the same area, and the second condition is the distance between two plates, that is D. This distance should be very small. This distance should be small and this area should be same. So in that case, capacitance of a capacitor get increased. So now we will derive the formula for that, how the capacity of a capacitance will increase. So one by one we will derive the formula for this. Let's do it. So as you can see the plate A. So we have to write the equation for plate A. Plate A has a surface charge density, that is sigma is equal to Q by A. This is for positive charge. This is for plate A. Similarly, we have to write for plate B. So for plate B, surface charge density is minus sigma, that is minus Q by A for plate B. As we discussed in the electric field chapter, the electric field between two parallel plates, if we have two parallel plates, then what is the electric field between these two plates? This side electric field is 0 and this side also electric field is 0, and in between the electric field is equal to sigma by epsilon. We derived this formula in the first chapter during electric field topic. So the electric field between two plate of capacitor E is equal to sigma by epsilon naught. This is the formula of electric field between two parallel plate of capacitor. And from this formula we can write, as we know, sigma is equal to Q by A. So we can write here sigma by epsilon naught. And what is sigma? Sigma is equal to Q by A. So the electric field between two parallel plate of capacitor is this one. This is our equation number 1. And similarly, now we have to find the potential difference. What is the potential difference developed across two parallel plate of the capacitor? So we know this formula from the potential gradient. We know E is equal to dV by dr. What is your dr? Dr here is your distance d. This is your distance d. And what is dV? That is potential. So you can write E is equal to V by d. And from this formula you can rearrange it and you will get V is equal to E into d. So what is the formula for electric field? Your electric field E is this one, Q by A epsilon naught, and this is your D. Now finally we want to find the capacitance of a capacitor. So to find the capacitance of a capacitor, we will do one thing. We will substitute the value in this formula. We have one formula. We know C is equal to Q by V. So substitute this value of V in this formula. So after substituting this value, you will get Q as it is. What is your V? From here you have to substitute the value of V. Your V is Q by epsilon naught A and D. So now further we will write the value for this and we will get the final expression. So finally we have C is equal to Q QD epsilon naught A. Here is nothing, so we can write 1. So in the next step you will get Q by 1 epsilon naught A by D, QD. So Q cancel. So finally you will get this one, epsilon naught A by D. This is the final formula for the capacitance. So this is the capacity of parallel plate capacitor. This topic is very important from exam point of view. So this formula is when there is no material medium between the two. Here it is air, or you can say it's a vacuum. So when there is air and vacuum, then this is the capacitance of parallel plate capacitor. But when there is any dielectric medium, any conducting medium, so what will you do that time? That time you will write this formula Cm. M stand for when medium is in between, and this is epsilon, and A, and this is your D. So this is the formula when you have to deal with material medium, when there is a dielectric substance between the two parallel plate of the capacitor. So same thing, in the same way we will discuss this thing in terms of dielectric constant. So we will derive the formula for dielectric constant. You can see here, if you remember in the first chapter during the electric field we discussed this thing. If you know, this is, if you remember, this is the formula for relative permittivity of a space. This is the ratio of electrical permittivity in the medium with respect to the vacuum. So you can write epsilon is equal to epsilon naught and ER. This is relative permittivity. This thing we already discussed in the electric field topic. So now you can replace this thing. This is your equation 1 and this is equation number 2. So from 1 and 2 you can write, from 1 and 2 you can replace this epsilon with this thing. So your capacitance in the medium will equal to epsilon naught epsilon R A by D. So in this way, this is your formula. And one more thing, you can see this and this. If you see this, epsilon naught A by D, this is from equation star. So from equation star, you can write Cm is equal to epsilon naught A by D is equal to C. So when there is no medium, then we can write C naught. We can denote the capacitance with C naught. So in that case, you can write this epsilon naught A by D is equal to C naught. And you left with this relative permittivity. Or you can even give a symbol C naught K, because K is a dielectric constant and this thing is relative permittivity, both are same. So in some book you will get Cm is equal to K time of C naught. So what does it mean? It means when you placed a medium between the two plates of the capacitor, if you insert a dielectric plate or any dielectric media between the two plates of capacitor, then the capacity of capacitor is increased by K time. Okay, so now one question I can give you to solve. Let us consider we placed a dielectric slab having dielectric constant 6 in between the two plates of the capacitor. So what will the capacitance of the capacitor? So simple, the capacitance will increase 6 times. If earlier the capacitance was 2, so what will the new capacitance? Cm is equal to K time of C naught. So you can write 6 and 2. So it will be 12. So whatever the dielectric constant of your material, that much time the capacity of a capacitance will increase. Dear students, I think you will understand this topic. If you have any doubt, you can comment below the video. And that's all for today. Dear student, if you like video, please don't forget to subscribe and share my channel. Thank you.